Hello friends, and welcome to another chair yoga video. I'm Nina and I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. I'm calling today's video Twist and Turn because that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Please remember when we're twisting to move within your acceptable range of motion. Don't pry, don't force yourself anywhere that the body doesn't want to go. All we need today is a chair, perhaps a block to rest our feet on, and we're ready to go. Grab it and let's get started. Let's come to our chairs and sit back against the back of the chair, letting the feet rest on a pillow, a block, the floor if they connect. But feel that connection to the earth, to the support. Feel the support of the back of the chair, and let's turn the palms up in the lap. Take a moment right now to check in with how your body feels. And the invitation is to soften or close your eyes. And then turn your attention to the breath. Work to slow it down and even it out. And then we'll stack those palms at heart center. We'll take a moment right now to set an intention for your practice today. Whatever it is that's important to you. It could be a word, a prayer, a wish, a hope, anything you like. Bring it to the front of your mind and the front of your heart. And then we'll release those hands back down to the lap, blink open those eyes if they're still closed. Let's take a circle or two with those shoulders. And then we'll slide forward onto the edge of the chair. I'm going to move my block out of the way. And now connect my feet directly to the floor. So I'm sitting away from the back of the chair now. I'm sitting up tall. Shoulders are down from the ears. And I feel my connection to both the floor and to the chair. We'll sit up tall. Think about that neck being really long. And as we inhale, let's lift the right arm forward and up. It could be a straight arm. It could be a cactus. And as we exhale, we're going to float it right back down. So working with that smooth, even breath we started with. Inhale, right arm now. And exhale, float it back down. Now this time as that left arm comes up, we're going to turn the head to the right. And as we exhale, we bring the arm down, head comes back to neutral. So here we are, a little twist in the neck, always moving slowly with that neck, being kind to the neck. Let's keep going that way. We'll do one more in each direction. And then pause with the hands in the lap. Perhaps take a circle or two with those shoulders again. Check in with how you feel. Now with our hands on the lap, let's move to our cat and cow. As we inhale, we'll fill up the belly, arch the back, and as we exhale, we pull those abdominal muscles back, round the spine, drop the chin. Feel that connection of the feet to the floor. And just bring a smooth, easy motion to the spine. We'll do one more breath like that. that nice tall spine. And while we're here, let's turn the hands at the wrists. So just some gentle turns, any way you want to. For me, it was very natural to just start this way. They're going in two different directions. And then I'm gonna reverse the direction that they're going. And then see what happens if you make them both go the same way. Makes you think a little bit, huh? And then go the other way, but both in the same direction. And then shake them out. Let's bring the hands back down to the lap. Let's move to the feet now. Let's turn the feet and the ankles. I'm going to take my right foot forward and just begin to turn that foot at the ankle, getting all those cracks and pops out. And then go in the other direction. Perhaps a point and a flex. And then bring that foot back. And it may feel a little different than the other one that we haven't worked yet. Matter of fact, you may feel sensations all the way up into the calf muscle. Now we'll extend that left leg now. It doesn't have to be high up off the floor. And then begin to make circles there. You may hear some cracking and popping. That's normal. Make sure you go in both directions. So just explore what's there. And then do some pointing and flexing. And then put that foot on the floor right next to its neighbor. Sit up tall, see how that feels. Let's take it to a cactus arm now. We're going to have our cactus arms. So my elbows might be as high as my shoulders, or they could be a little lower. That's fine. We're going to take an inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to bring opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Drop the chin. Now notice which hand is on top. So when we inhale again and open the elbows wide, think about that cow pose. Exhale, round, different hand on top, fingers touching opposite shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. And open. And cross and round. So it's a little cat-cow. But now we're adding in a little cross-body motion. And next time that you come into your cactus arms with those elbows wide, let's stay here. Let's bring those shoulder blades together and down the back. Let's lift the sternum, the chin, the gaze. Soften the shoulders. You can even soften the elbows. And see what it's like to be in this back bend now. And then we'll straighten out the spine. We'll bring those hands back down into the lap. Let's take another circle with those shoulders. Perhaps move the feet a little bit. And we're going to move on to a little twist. So I'm calling this a barrel twist. We're going to take our hands forward as if we're hugging a barrel. And you see that my elbows are real soft, right? I'm not here and I'm not there, but I've got these nice soft elbows. I'm hugging a big ring here, a big ring. I'm going to inhale here, get ready, nice tall spine, and as I exhale, I'm going to open up my right arm. Follow that hand, my thumb with my eyes, and then as I inhale, I'll come on back. Exhale, open left arm. Inhale, return. Moving this way, just real gentle movements, just going as far as is comfortable for you. And noticing this is like a mid to upper back twist. Both sitting bones are on the chair. Both feet are on the floor. But we're letting the upper back and the shoulders move. We'll do one more in each direction. And then rest those hands back down in the lap. Pause for a moment and notice sensations in the arms and the shoulders, the upper back. And now we'll release those hands down by the side. You can shake out the arms if it feels good. Shake out the fingers, just let everything relax. I'm still connected to the floor. I'm still connected to my chair. I'm very aware of how they're supporting me. Now I'm going to reach my right arm forward and up. This can be a long arm or it can be a cactus. And as I circle it back, you see that my body twists so that I can look at that hand and bring it back down. Now, it's not a very big twist, is it? Doesn't have to be. Let's try it again. Same hand. Inhale, reach it up. Follow it. Float it back down and return to center. We can add on if we like. We can circle it up. When we get to the top, turn the hand at the wrist. And exhale, float it back down. Inhale, circle up. Turn the hand at the wrist. Exhale, circle it back down. Let's do one more like that. And then let that hand rest in your lap. Bring both hands to your lap. Check in with how that feels. And then we're going to do the other side. So again, it doesn't have to be a long arm, it can be a cactus. Let's just try it easy first. We circle it up. We can follow it with our eyes and our head, and then we float it back down. Try it again. Now we might decide to add in that wrist circle at the top and float it down. Inhaling, reaching up, circling, exhaling, floating back down. We'll do it one last time. And float it back down. Let the hand rest in the lap. Let both hands rest in the lap. Pause and see how that feels. Okay, moving to a little side body stretch. I'm just going to I can keep my left hand in my lap or bring it to the side of my chair. My right hand's the one that's going to move. And as I inhale, I'm just going to reach up, up. So both sitting bones are on the chair, both feet are on the floor, and I'm reaching up, extending into my right side. And then as I exhale, I'm just going to float it right back down. Now, if the shoulder doesn't allow that, keep your fingertips on your shoulder and just do a little side body lean. We're just working with this side body. So when you're ready, let the inhale reach you up, whatever up is today. And then the exhale is going to bring it right back down. We'll do two more. Now, next time that the arm is reaching, stay here. Perhaps you want to turn the wrist at the top. You can keep the fingers long. You can make a soft fist if you like. And then float that arm back down. Let it rest on your lap. Bring the other hand to your lap. Pause and notice the differences between the sides. And we'll do the other side now. So I like to put my other hand that I'm not using for reaching just right on the edge of the chair. This is the hand we're going to reach with. And this first round, we just see what's here today. Is this okay? Is this okay? Wherever we are. Now, as I said, we're not going this way. We really want that weight evenly balanced on both sitting bones. So it's just a big reach up, a little bit over, but not much. And then we float it back down. Just be aware of what your shoulder's telling you. We can move with the breath. Inhale, reach. And exhale, float it back down. Let's do one more up and down. And then we'll reach up, keep the arm up. Perhaps turn that wrist. You can play with the fingers, either wiggling the fingers or making a real soft fist here. And then float that hand back down, let it rest in your lap. Bring the other hand to your lap. pause and check in, noticing if we've evened out the sides. Okay. Now we're going to bring those palms together. So the palms touch, all the fingers touch, they match each other. And we bring the thumbs to heart center, elbows wide. So let's push palm into palm and think about lengthening the spine. And even though we want to lengthen the spine, we're not talking about bringing the shoulders up. So lengthen the spine and the neck, but keep those shoulders down. And we've got this dynamic tension between the palms. Engage the palms, palm and palm. And you can feel a lot of your body's working here. The core is engaged, the upper back is working. Continue to breathe. And then soften that tension for a moment. Yeah, if you want, shake out those wrists. We're going to come back to it. Let's try it again. The palms match, all the fingers match with their neighbors. Elbows are wide, thumbs are at sternum. We sit up tall, push into the feet, push into the sitting bones, push into the palms. Find that length in your spine. See if you can get any taller. Okay, my friends, now with those feet on the floor, sitting bones on the chair, I'm going to very carefully start to twist to my right. Not prying, not forcing, just going as far as my body allows. I can keep my head neutral here, looking right over my fingertips. And then I'm going to come back to center. Let's take another inhale here. And allow that exhale to take us in the other direction. So we've got our feet pushing into the floor, sitting bones pushing into the chair, palms pushing into palm. And then return to center. Let's release those hands, shake everything out, see how things feel. And we're going to make our way to standing now. So I've made my way to standing. And the first thing I'm going to do is move this block out of the way because I don't want to trip on it. So I'm just going to put it way over there. I'm going to stand first facing the seat of my chair. Now it's really important that we have a chair that doesn't move, right? And I'm very fortunate. I'm on carpet right now. That chair's not going to slide. If your chair might slide, I would recommend putting those back legs against your wall. Then it won't move. Okay, so let's face the seat of the chair. Give yourself a little bit of space. Soften into the knees. And we're going to bring our hands down to the seat of the chair. So you see my knees are really soft. I also want to keep my elbows soft. Not locked out like that, but soft. And we're going to do our cat and cow motion here as well. So inhale, fill up, arch the back. And as we exhale, we'll tuck the tail, round the spine, drop the head. Coming into that cat spine. Inhale, come into that cow. And exhale, tuck and round and come into cat. We'll do one more like that. Inhaling, filling up. And exhale, release. And then come back to a neutral spine. So a nice long spine. Your nose, your eyes are looking straight at that space between your hands. And then I'm going to take my right hand more to the center of the chair. And I'm going to lift my left arm out to the side, palm facing down. So if you want to look at that for a second, make sure you got everything going the way you want to. That's fine. My knees are still soft. My right elbow is still soft as well. Now, long, back of the neck is long, spine is long. We're going to take an inhale here, looking down at our fingers. And as we exhale, we're going to turn the head and look at that left thumb. Inhale, look back down at the chair seat. So again, slow movements because of the neck. Exhale, turning. Inhale, come on back. One more like that. And return. And then bring that hand back down. Let's bring one hand to each thigh and come up to standing. Shake things out. We're going to do the other side, but I'm going to turn my chair around. Okay. So, same thing. Knees soft. Hands come down to the seat of the chair. So I have this nice long spine, back of the neck is long. I'm going to move that left hand so it's kind of right in the middle of my seat, and I'm going to take that right arm out to the side. Palm is down, my thumb is forward. I take a big inhale here, and as I exhale, I very slowly turn my head and look at that thumb. You may notice that those core muscles engage. Inhale, look back down. Exhale, turn. Inhale. Last one, exhale, turn the head. Inhale, come on back down. Bring that hand back, soften into the knees, one hand to each thigh. Push into the feet, come on up. Shake things out. Pause for a moment, just check in. Check in with those sensations. So again, a little twist in the neck. Now we're going to take it down the spine a little bit more. Same kind of position though. We're going to soften into the knees. We're going to bring our hands down. I've got my wrists pretty, a little bit under my shoulders, maybe a little bit in front of them, but I feel pretty supported. Now this time I'm going to take my left toes back and put the toes on the ground. So my right knee is still bent, it's soft, but my left toes are back. Okay, left toes are back, so that means I'm going to work with my right hand right now. Left hand stays where it is, and as I inhale, I'm going to take that right hand up, take a little twist here. Maybe I can look up, maybe not, but here's a big twist in the spine. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring it right back down. Same side, let's go again. Slow and even breath. Next time we reach up, we're going to stay there. So let the inhale take you up. Continue to breathe in this twist. Feel the support of the chair and the floor beneath you. And then look down, bring that hand back down. Step that back foot forward, one hand to each thigh. Let's come on up. Shake things out, check in with how that feels. I'm going to turn my chair again so that I can see the camera. And we're going to do the other side. So when you're ready, soften into the knees, bring both hands down to the seat of the chair. See how soft my knees are, right? I'm going to take my right toes back. Right toes back. This front knee is bent. Keeping my hands where they are. As I inhale, that left arm is going to lift. I can follow it with my head and eyes perhaps. And as I exhale, I come back down. Take your time, follow your breath, which might be a little faster or a little slower than mine. Next time that we're in the twist, we'll stay there. Now let's look down, bring that hand down, step that leg forward, soften into the knees, one hand on top of each thigh, and let's come up to standing. Shake things out. When you get there, see how it feels. Okay, I'm just going to move this off to the side for a moment, and we're going to come to our mountain pose. So if you need support right now, you can have the chair in front of you, or you could use the wall behind you. Both are good. Find your mountain pose. Find your mountain pose today. I'm going to step to a little bit of an angle here. And we're going to come back to that barrel hug. So I've got my barrel. I've got these real soft elbows. You know, maybe even my middle fingers touch if it's a smaller barrel. Or they could be a little wider, could be a bigger barrel. Let's stand up tall. Think about getting that spine and neck as long as they can be. Take an inhale to get ready. And as we exhale, let's open that right arm out to the right. Follow that thumb with your eyes, your head. And as we exhale, inhale, bring it back. Exhale, left arm opens. And inhale, return. Exhale. Inhale, return. Exhale. And inhale, return. Notice how this is a little different than the one when we were seated. When we were worried about those sit bones being very still on the chair. And now, perhaps we're moving. Maybe those hips are moving a little bit. Let's try one more in each direction. And then release your arms down, shake them out. They did a lot of work so far today. See how that feels. Okay, so this time we're gonna need to face the back of the chair. So I'm gonna be here. This is where my chair is gonna be. Again, if the chair tends to move, you're gonna want those legs pushed up against a wall. That way it's just a lot safer. You know how I feel about that, right? So we're gonna use our chair today for fingertip control. I don't want us, putting all our weight into it, but we can use it to help balance, and we're all gonna use it because it helps everybody. So I've got fingertip control here, and then I'm gonna bend my left knee and put my left hand on top of my left knee. So yeah, that's a little balance pose, right? Because I've changed, I'm not standing on 2 feet, and then I'm gonna put it down. And let's try it again, push down. So I'm pushing down into my thigh, but I'm also pushing my thigh up into my hand, and then I'm gonna release it. And let's do one more time. Push down, reach up, push up, yeah. And then put it down. Okay, pause, just take a breath. We're gonna still work with that side. Let's take an inhale now. And as we exhale, we're gonna push down, push up, yeah. And then this time when we inhale, we're gonna reach the leg back, reach the arm forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hand to thigh. Now you might be right here, that's fine. Now this next round, we're gonna reach back with the leg, reach forward with the hand. Let's put the toe down. Let's put the heel down. So that front knee bends, this arm can go straight up. There we are, we're kind of set up for a warrior one, facing the back of our chair. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, we're gonna open that arm back to the back. You could look at it perhaps. Take another breath in. Exhale, drop that arm down, turn and look to this back of the chair. Inhale, reach up and over, open. Exhale, float it down and come around. So real soft twist here. Now this next time when we open out to the back, let's let that inhale take us all the way there. Stay here. And we'll turn the arm so that that entire arm, upper arm, lower arm, wrist, is turning. And then pause. We'll float the arm all the way back down and next to its neighbor on the back of the chair, and then step that back foot forward. Pause and check in with all of those sensations in the body. Notice how the arms feel. Notice how the legs feel. And we'll get ready for the other side. Same thing. We've got this fingertip control. We're right here. And then I'm going to bend that right knee, push down with my right hand. And then release it. Try it again. Just see what it feels like. The weight is shifting, you're making the adjustments that you need, you're figuring out balance on this side. Now what happens if we reach back? Inhale, reach back. And then exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, reach back. Arm reaches up. Exhale, push and push. Let's do another one. Now this time we're going to reach back. We'll put our toe down and our heel down. Our front knee's going to bend. So we look like we're in a little bit of a warrior one here. We're going to take an inhale. And as we exhale, we'll open that arm back. Maybe we look at it. Stay for another inhale. And exhale, float it down and bring it forward. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, float it down and forward. Take your time. Doesn't have to be a big circle, we know that. And this time when we're opened out, let's stay there. And we'll turn the arm, the entire arm. You can tie it to the breath if you like. Inhaling, palm turns up. Exhaling, it turns down. And then float that arm back down to meet its neighbor. Come up onto that back toe and step forward. Release everything, shake it out. Check in with how you feel. Notice the difference, left side, right side. And we're going to move back to our chair now. So I made my way back to my chair and I recovered my block because I'm going to want that again and I want it close by. So I can connect my feet to the floor one more time. Feet connected to the earth, sitting bones connected to the chair. Let's slide back. And we can have the back of the chair support us, but we don't want to slump into it, right? Let's continue to use those core muscles and let's continue to extend the spine. Let's turn our palms up in the lap. Let the fingers be soft. Shoulders are down from the ears. Once again, the invitation is to soften or close your eyes. And take a moment now to check in with how the body feels. Noticing sensations in the head, neck, and shoulders, in the arms, in the hips, the legs, and the feet. And then turn your attention back to your breath. Take your time and let's take 5 slow, even breaths, your count. When you've completed that 5th breath, we'll bring a little bit of motion back into the fingertips. Just wiggle them a little bit. And then let them be still. And very carefully turn the head slowly to the right. And then back to center and to the left. And then we'll stack those palms at heart center and recall that intention that we said at the very beginning of our class. We'll bring it back to the front of our mind, the front of our hearts right now. And then release those hands back down. Blink open the eyes if they're still closed. And we're going to slide back to the edge of our chair, putting our feet firmly on the ground. Yeah. Let's open those arms wide. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, we'll bring those palms together one last time in front of the heart. Let the thumbs rest on the sternum. Tuck your chin and thank yourself for taking time out of your busy day to practice yoga. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. It's an honor to be here with you, my friends. Stay well, and I'll see you again soon.